The Under-17A Championship final brings together, I suppose, two familiar foes, Niall. St Mary's Athenry taking on Oranmore Maree. Fifth final appearance in a row for Oranmore Maree, and they always seem to be playing a team in maroon and white, if I'm right, in that 5 years.
Yeah, they played Clarenbridge in a couple of the finals, obviously, as well, and they're playing St Mary's Athenry. This is a repeat of last year's final. A lot of a few of the same guys still playing, but obviously a good few changes as well on both sides. And you have two teams here who have won All-Ireland Féile titles, which is unusual. 2 years ago, Athenry won the Féile title, and last year Oranmore Maree won the Féile title. So a lot of serious talent.
Pedigree,
serious pedigree in both of these two teams, and they're two clubs who are really coming to the fore now. We've no Oranmore Maree. They're in their fifth final in a row. They won the under-20 final as well. They're in an under-16 final as well in a couple of weeks' time.
And they're in a minor football final as well next week, I think.
They're in the minor football final as well, so there's a lot going on for these players. And then you have Athenry, of course, who won the minor championship last year and have got a good crop of young players coming through. And when you look at both the teams, like, you know, Cathal Mannion is in goal for Athenry, Shea Brady, obviously the centre half back, Aidan McDonough is a very good player, was cornerback in the Galway minor team this year, playing out midfield. Cian Hannon at centre forward, Niall McCarthy at full forward as the team captain, so they have a core of really good players down the middle. And then you go to Oranmore Maree, Gus Slohan obviously at centre forward, very highly rated, was on the Galway minor team this year. Ryan Holland is the team captain. Stephen Rowan was on the minor squad as well, he's playing at corner.
He played under-20 as well, did he?
He did, Tiernan Grealish, another good young player, and the likes of Joey Cullen and these guys, they're obviously playing both football and hurling, so they have a lot of pedigree, both of these two teams, and it's going to be an interesting final. But again, as we said in the previous game, you just want to give a performance on a county final day, particularly for younger guys. You know, they want to play as best they can, and you hope that every player will go out and do their best and play to the best of their ability.
We're looking forward to it here on Stream Sport in association with Galway GATV and Galway Bay FM. It's the Under-17A County Championship minor final. It's Oranmore taking on Athenry. And you're welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry, where the scene is set for the Under-17A Championship final of the year 2025. And thankfully, the day is in great nick. No real breeze here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Niall Canavan is on co-commentary with me, Niall, and I suppose they're the two teams that have been prominent in this championship this year. Also, a repeat of last year's final, Athenry against Oranmore Maree. Oranmore Maree, in particular, in their fifth minor final in a row this afternoon.
They're in their fifth minor final in a row, yeah, and as you said, the two teams played last year. You know, they've been two very prominent teams at underage down through the years in Galway, and we're expecting a good final. We're hoping for a good final. You know, the minor B final was just played before this, big win for Gart over Michael Cusacks. But when you see the two teams out here today, a lot of serious talent in both Athenry and Oranmore Maree, and we're looking forward to a good game.
We certainly are. We'll start with the Athenry team then. Just one change from the team that was on your programme. Fionn Atkins, he's a twin of Conla Atkins at full back. He starts with Jason Quirk starting on the bench. It's an Athenry team that is well served by its goalkeeper Cathal Mannion, who was the hero of the semi-final victory with the penalty shootout saves. At centre back is Shea Brady, who has been the linchpin of the defence. Aidan McDonough, County Minors, in the middle of the field, and up front much will be expected of Cian Hannon and Anthony Poignard in that half forward line, while the captain of the team, Niall McCarthy, has been very impressive throughout. We'll take now the rendition of Our on the Vein. So the scene is set then. We'll give you the Oranmore team then. It's the team that's been named on 1 to 15 on the programme. Patrick McGrath is the goalkeeper. Stephen Ruane has been part of the Galway Minor hurling panel this year. Barry Keating also very prominent in the defensive setup of Oranmore Maree throughout the championship, was involved with the Galway Minors as well. Tiernan Grealish at 7, another good player. Midfield is Owen Healy and Jamie Egan. And then up front, much will depend on Gus Lohan at centre forward. He's the son of team manager Frank, while Killian Costello and Ryle Holland at 15, the captain, will be looking to make an impact in this minor final this afternoon. The referee is Paul Fahy, and both teams are in their positions and we're ready to roll here. And Niall, I think a nice bit of anticipation about this final. It's actually unique in its sense that it's the two former Féile winning teams coming together.
That's right. Athenry won the All-Ireland Féile title 2 years ago. Oranmore Maree won it last year, so a lot of talent in both teams, and they have been top not alone in Galway but in the country over the past number of years.
Early touch there by Rory Haverty, comes off his hurl though. That allows Oranmore to try and get down on the ball. Onto it there is the with Joey Cullinan, tries to get a touch on it, very close to the sideline on the far side of the field. Gus Lohan does well to win the ball first, high ball in towards the edge of the square. Cathal Mannion says leave it to me, and taken down confidently by the Athenry goalkeeper, and he clears the ball downfield. Early stages of the contest, it's noticeable the physicality of both teams, both big teams here in Kenny Park and Athenry this afternoon, as the ball sprays back then to Tiernan Grealish. Tiernan Grealish, part of the Galway Minor panel as we told you, gets a flick at the second time, comes out to the middle of the field to Donegal. Then it's won by the man that a lot of is expected of, that's Niall McCarthy. Gets it back to Shea Brady. Shea Brady goes inside, and Keane Hannon is in around the inside line for the men of Athenry back there, but it's Oranmore Maree that come out. There's an Athenry man still down on the far side of the field, but we play on as the ball is long ball upfield, breaks inside then for the full forward. Killian Costello nearly got inside, but good defensive play there by Aidan McDonough, who's well used to operating in defence. Clever ball inside into Ryan Holland is breaking in. He has a scoring chance for Oranmore Maree, hits it off the right and puts it high and puts it over the bar. Ryan Holland gets the first score of the contest, well taken by him. Early stages of the contest, and Oranmore did awfully well, got onto the right hand side there, did Holland, puts it over the bar. Now the referee Paul Fahy, I think, is going to give a chance for some running repairs to the defender for Athenry that's down there, but a good start by Oranmore Maree. Niall.
Yeah, Rory Haverty down. It was just at the start of the game he came out to a ball, and he tried to win it, but it broke off him, and he just got the hit between. It was a 50-50 ball between himself and the Oranmore Maree wing forward. Ball broke back then, obviously up the field, and young Holland, the corner forward, puts it over the bar. Ryan Holland, the team captain. Good score for Oranmore Maree, and you can see that they're two big, strong, physical teams, and obviously very, very good hurlers on both teams. I'm looking forward to this game, Sean. It has the importance to be a really, really good final between two teams who have been, and two clubs who are very much on the up.
Yeah.
We mentioned Oranmore Maree have already won the under-20 final. They're in their 5th minor final in a row. They're playing in the under-16 final. I think that's on, is it next 28th?
Yeah.
I think that could be 2 weeks' time, because they're playing in the minor football final next week. So a lot of serious talent coming there as well. And the men of Athenry, of course, they have won this championship last year.
And we just take a look up there at the Gart winning minor team, the team, of course, that won the B championship. And of course, we couldn't let the occasion go without mentioning our former colleague here, Dermot Flaherty. My God, he would be absolutely thrilled that his native club, Gart, have won the Under-17B championship. They're just up there outside the dressing room. And of course, Dermot Flaherty, hard to believe, Niall, so much part of the Stream Sport team, so much part of the video game here in Galway for so long. Friends of us, of course, on Galway BFM. So we remember Dermot and that great Gart victory.
Absolutely, and I'm telling you, he'd be telling us all about the townlands, all the Gart lads come from and everything like that, and who their relations were going back to their great-grandfathers. Such was his knowledge of the game. He's missed by us all on Stream Sport and Galway BFM.
Absolutely, so we remember Dermot Flaherty, and he would be proud to see the Gart going back with the cup there as Athenry come out, and Shea Brady moves the ball downfield. 1 point to no score. Oranmore Maree lead 3 minutes into the contest. It's a lively start to the contest as the ball quickly moved to the middle of the field to the midfielder there. That's Owen Healy. Moves it upfield. The ball breaks in the half back line. Senan MacDonald is there for Athenry. Again, a number of players go in and try and win that ball. Healy gets on the ball and gets it out then, and Oranmore come on the attack again. Early ball into the one-man full forward line in there, but that ball goes out to the wrong side of the post, and why Keane Mannion was in there trying to keep it alive. Keane Mannion, my God, does he start the game quickly? Quick restart, gets it down to his wing forward, that's Anthony Poignard, famous Athenry name, gets it inside, looking for Keane Hannon to get onto this ball. Keane Hannon does well. Galway Minor, of course, comes across, gets a lovely crossing ball inside, a goal scoring chance straight away for Athenry. Inside, he has to, good play by the goalkeeper. It was Fionn Atkins that had the chance. He's been forced out the field. A good advance by Patrick McGrath forced him back out the field, and Athenry, well, they had a goal chance. Niall, it went to begging.
They had a goal chance to win to begging. It was good play down the field, and Fionn Atkins tried to go past the full forward or the full back. It just gave the Oranmore Maree defence time to get back there, and they defended it really well. They're on the attack now.
They are. Killian Costello, well blocked down though by Conla Atkins, one of the twins. That was his twin that nearly got the goal at the other side of the field as Athenry tried to keep the ball going out. Rory Haverty there is in there, but also in there for Athenry, or for Oranmore Maree, is Jamie Egan. He's a man inside, but Jamie Egan shoots towards goal, and Jamie Egan puts it high, and Jamie Egan puts it over the bar. Good score by Jamie Egan. He had runners inside, but took on the responsibility himself, puts it over the bar. Oranmore Maree lead by 2 points to no score. Nearly 5 minutes gone in the contest.
Good score by Jamie Egan, in fairness, and he had the full forward, Killian Costello, running beside him. He took the point himself. Good start. 2 points to no score, out to Poignard again.
Yeah, Cathal Mannion's second puck out, and Poignard dances one way, then comes in field. Anthony Poignard, part of that Galway Minor panel early on the year, drives it upfield, taken down though in the defensive position, but robbed. And the McCarthy is onto it. McCarthy was trying to slip away from his man, but he was pulled to the deck, and that's going to be a free in and a chance for Athenry to get themselves onto the board here in this county minor final.
Yeah, chance here for Niall McCarthy. And Anthony Poignard seen a good bit of the action. His grandfather captained Athenry in 1967 when they won the county championship. As Niall McCarthy stands over this free, should be a scoreable one for him.
And Anthony's dad was a good one as well. So 5.5 minutes into the contest, a chance for Athenry to get their first score of the county minor final, and it comes from Niall McCarthy, the captain of the team, puts it over the bar. 1 point on the board for Athenry, 2 for Oranmore Maree. It's incredible, Niall, in both semi-finals, both of these teams were 9 points down at different stages in the semi-finals and showed great character to come back. And of course there was one of them, Athenry, who won it after extra time and a penalty shootout. Yeah,
themselves and Crowell went all the way to penalties in the end, and they won it 3-1 on penalties. So both sides fairly well battle hardened, and the fact that
gave a good test to Oranmore Maree as well.
Yeah, Loughrea very good, and Oranmore Maree won it by a point in the end. So those teams, they're well versed coming into this final, and they're probably delighted they got such a battle in those semi-finals now.
Good block down there by Jamie Egan, and the free goes to Oranmore Maree. Jamie Egan, he's got a point, but he's also doing the hard work. Good block down, wins the free, and the chance then for Oranmore Maree to extend the lead. They lead by 2 points to 1.
They've started well, Sean. It was something similar. I remember last year, just after half-time, they got the 2 goals, and all of a sudden they were well up at Athenry. And Frank Burke gave a masterful performance. I think he got 115 for Athenry in last year's final. But these two teams, they have known each other down through the years, and at this level they have been the top 2 clubs within the county for the past number of years, and I don't think there'll be a whole lot between the teams today, and I think this could go either way.
Absolutely. As Gus Lohan puts it over the bar to extend the lead out to 3 points to 1. Oranmore Maree unbeaten in their 6 games in the contest, their 5th minor final in a row, as we keep telling you. Ball broken down from the Athenry puck out, breaks in that crowded midfield third. Both teams getting numbers in there. The man that comes away is Dara Sinnott, goes back with the pass. Shea Brady goes in, tries to get a touch on it. In comes Rory Haverty, and Rory Haverty goes down on the ball. Good play by him, gets it back out to his wing back. Kind of comes off the stick though of Dara Sinnott. Or Maree come in with the numbers, but Sinnott comes out again. Good play by him. Gets it off then to Donna Keogh. Pass half intercepted, but eventually breaking through the little space that was there was Senna MacDonald. Senna MacDonald gets the ball inside. Suddenly, Poignard was nearly away in that instance. Ball sprays out along the ground. Lovely turn and pick up by Oranmore Maree, who have defended well in the last 2 or 3 attacks that Athenry have had. Coming out the field there is the centre back, that's Barry Keating, but it's half blocked. That allows Joey McMahon get on the ball. He's put under pressure again. Tiernan Grealish is over there as well for Oranmore Maree. Again, pressure being put on by Joey McMahon, very close to the sideline on that far side of the field. 2 or 3 players from each team there, but it's Tiernan Grealish that comes away with the ball, and he drives it down the field into space. Well taken by the full forward there, that is Killian Costello. Killian Costello turning, has the shot in towards goal, and the umpire looks long and hard as it goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Wide ball there. Barry Keating, a centre half back, is a fine player, was very good in last year's final for Oranmore Maree. Of course, he was one of the top forwards for the Galway minor footballers this year as well in their championship. But both sides look fairly sharp. There've been chances on both ends of the field, but Oranmore Maree have just been that bit more clinical in the opening stages. They lead by 3-1.
Yeah, that puck out from Cathal Mannion to Poniard has been used about 3 times so far in the game to the wing forward position, but it's Gus Lohan drives the ball down the field straight away. Oranmore in on goal. Goal scored. Good hook. Ball breaks back. Good save by the goalkeeper from the full forward. It was Killian Costello. Good save by Cathal Mannion. The ball broke inside from nothing really as Oranmore Maree had a goal chance. Good control there by Gus Lohan. Looks up the field again. Flicks it. Oh, lovely flick over the wing back. Dara Sinnott. Lohan striking off the right. What a score by Gus Lohan. Excellent point, his first one play, and the audacity to throw it over the head of the wing back, Niall, counts for his own in his own way.
Brilliant score by Gus Lohan. You know, he's been highly thought of an under 16 player. He'll be minor again next year. Was on the Galway minor team this year. Great score, 4 points to 1.
So then Cathal Mannion, this time the puck out. He's looking to see where he'll go with this one. Goes to the same flank. Out under this one, trying to get under his Niall McCarthy. Does awful well to catch it out of the sky. Good play by McCarthy. He's playing the advantage, wins the free.
It was pure strength, Sean, that won that fly ball, like, you know. And you see the benefit of a big, powerful man. The way he took that out of the air was foul. It's going to be a free in from the T captain.
Yeah, Niall McCarthy, and I mean it's Barry Keating. I think Barry Keating was part of the Galway minor football panel earlier on this year, but Barry Keating was a man that has played under 20 hurling, part of that under 20 Oranmore Maree squad that won the under 20 championship. So to be winning the ball over there over him is a fair achievement by McCarthy. Yeah,
the linesman David Staunton is just pinpointing something here to Paul Fahey, the referee. Right. I know that Gus Lohan went over to David Staunton a couple of moments ago, so I'm not sure is it anything to do with that, as he's just speaking here now to Shea Brady, and Shea Brady going to get a yellow card here.
Oh, right, so it's sure just a ticking, is it?
Yeah. Okay.
The name in the book, I think, is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a free to Niall McCarthy. They own a chance here for Oranmore Maree, or for Athenry, 11 minutes in to get their second point of the day.
No real breeze in it, Niall, is there? It's not.
It's a beautiful day, it must be said. A bit chilly, all right.
Yeah.
But it's a great day for hurling. The two teams will be.
We'll keep you warm.
There's a heater underneath us here. It hasn't been turned on as of yet, but we don't need it yet anyway. It could be warming up as the game goes on, as that one goes straight over the bar. Good score.
Yeah, we might ask you to jog on the spot maybe, as Niall McCarthy for the second time converts the free. 4 points Oranmore Maree, 2 points Athenry. 11 minutes gone in the contest as Patrick McGrath takes the puck out, goes to the terrace side of the field here in Kenny Park and Athenry. Ball batted back by Dara Sinnott, well picked up though by Owen Healy in the middle of the field for Oranmore Maree. He gets it off then to Ryan Holland, who's got a point off then to Jamie Egan. Jamie Egan's second effort at the post, and Jamie Egan puts it high, puts it over the bar. He's started the County Minor A Championship final well. 11 minutes in, his second point from the middle of the field. Oranmore Maree 5-2 ahead. Going well, Niall.
Great score by Jamie Egan again, but it was quick hands off to from Ryan Holland off to Jamie Egan, puts it over the bar. 5 points to 2. They'll be happy with their start.
Puck out to the far side of the field. Tidying up is done there by Joey Cullinan. Joey Cullinan comes in field then and plays the ball downfield. Lovely ball into space. Well taken by Killian Costello. Killian Costello out in front of his man. Goes back with the pass. The pass out. The shot is well blocked down there. The block was made by Rory Haverty. Good to see him recovered after his injury issues early in the game. And out come the men of Athenry. Good play by them. They look upfield to see can they find the ball into space now. Lovely ball into space in front of the corner forward coming out, but he can't control it. That allows Oranmore Maree to go back and control the ball. 5 points to 2. The Oranmore Maree men lead as they work the ball downfield through Barry Keating, who took the pass from Cian Cusack. Long ball downfield. Ball breaks. Good defending back there by the cornerback. Number 4, that's Michael Barrett. Michael Barrett gets it off to Shea Brady, and Shea Brady looked upfield and sees where he wants to put it. Wanted to put it down on top of Niall McCarthy, but good defensive play there by Barry Keating. Again, numbers quick into the breakdown. Lovely pick up there by the midfielder Owen Healy. Owen Healy gets the hand pass off then, and the flick inside, and the dummy is given by Ryan Holland. Good play by him. He's gone to the centre forward channel. He has a runner on the side. This is a goal scoring chance for Oranmore Maree. Finished to the back of the net by Joey Cullinan. Excellent finish by the Galway minor football star, and Cullinan into the back of the net. Super move by Athenry. And now, dare I say it, a finish off the ground from the 13-metre line.
Great strike by Joey Cullinan off the ground, but it was brilliant play by Killian Costello. He got away from his man, dodged inside him, laid the ball off, and in fairness, we don't see a whole lot of ground hurling anymore, but when that ball broke, he was very, very sharp, and it went straight past the goalkeeper, Cathal Mannion. He hadn't hoped, but great start for Oranmore Maree. They lead by 6.
Yeah, there's a sharpness about them, isn't there, as Gavin Curran goes back to Gus Lohan. That's a super strike again from Gus Lohan on the 45-metre line. Excellent point. over the bar. Gus Lohan's third point of the contest.
Yeah, great score by Gus Lohan. In fairness, they have a lot of serious talent coming through, and there's a good few of these lads shown underage again next year. They've started really impressively. 1-6 to 2 point. It's a big lead in the early stages of the game.
They would be the Féile team. They'd be a year behind Athenry's Féile win as such, wouldn't they? So they're that year behind them.
They're that year behind
younger,
them.
I should
younger
say,
than, but a lot of them have a lot of experience with both Galway minor footballers and Galway minor hurlers. As Niall McCarthy gets on the ball, great ball,
long
to
ball,
Hannon.
Yeah, lovely ball into Cian Hannon. Cian Hannon getting on the ball in the right corner forward position, wants to take on his man and does take him on. Cian Hannon coming in along the end line, goes low with the shot. Oh, what a goal! Cian Hannon into the top corner of the net. I think the goalkeeper might have taken a step away, expecting him to go outside him, but Cian Hannon from an acute angle, what a goal into the top corner of the net, Niall.
Yeah, and a goal that they badly needed. And I was just going to say that they need the likes of Cian Hannon, Niall McCarthy, Anthony Poniard, and these lads to get on ball, and the ball was sprayed across the field by McCarthy into the path of Cian Hannon, and they needed a goal. They needed something to get themselves going, and what a strike by Cian Hannon. We've seen two really good goals so far in this game, and it's livening up now, and it's going to be another free as a Athenry on this side of the field, or a line ball to Athenry.
I think it looks like Cathal Hannafy seemed to be injured as he was trying to come out with that ball there, and the physio's gone out there. I think it looked like he wasn't running comfortably anyway, but suddenly Niall, that Athenry goal has changed. We were going to make the point at 1-6 to 2 points. Oranmore Maree were in dreamland from their start, but that goal has brought Athenry back into 1-6 to 1-2.
And they needed something, Sean, to get them into the game, because Oranmore Maree had been the sharper side. But they've got the lifeline now. A great strike by Cian Hannon, and we've seen him playing for Pres Athenry in the past. We've seen him playing for the county minors in the past, and in fairness, that's why he's a county minor. He buried the ball into the back of the net. Patrick McGrath might be a bit disappointed, but it was a bullet of a shot, and he went for the goal. He needed to go for the goal. He got the goal, and it's a sideline here. Aidan McDonough, it's the way he strikes the ball off his left hand side. This is an ideal position for him to be taking this sideline cut. He's a really good player as well.
Aidan McDonough strikes it, but will it be kept alive? No, it won't. It went off to the left hand side and wide. 15 minutes in, a lively opening quarter. 1-6 for Oranmore Maree, 1 goal and 2 points for Athenry. Of course, Oranmore Maree defeated Kilkenarn in the quarter-final. Great catch from the puck out by Gus Lohan. This guy is on fire, Niall.
Yeah, he's very sharp. He's got 2 points from play and one from a free, and he's got 3 points, and it's a yellow card for Shea Brady, by the way, as well. That's probably an accumulation of the last incident as well, and it means that he's on a yellow card now, Shea Brady, the centre half back. But in fairness, Gus Lohan is playing really well there at centre forward.
Yeah, we saw the referee chatting to him on the word of the linesman just 2 minutes ago or so. So now the yellow has ensued. 1-6 for Oranmore Maree, 1-2 for Athenry. 16 minutes into the contest. Lively game here in Kenny Park and Athenry. It's the Castle Group U17A Championship Final, and Gus Lohan standing over the free. Of course, the grandfather had the same name, Gus. Clare man from Capitagal. Played his hurling with Clare, and of course we all know where that ended as the ball goes over the bar. Good score from the resultant free. That's his 4th point of the contest.
Good score by Gus Lohan again, and it means they've gone 1-7 to 1-2 up, and the ball breaks in the middle of the field.
The puck was
Maree on it again.
Yeah, puck out was towards Aidan Poignard there, and the ball though from the resultant break was taken by Ryan Holland. He had a shot at the post that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. And Cathal Mannion, the Athenry goalkeeper, just taking his time with this latest puck out. He's been going quick enough thus far. I see John Grealish, the Athenry goalkeeper, down on the sideline, part of the Athenry management team, as the goalkeeper, Cathal Mannion, comes to this side of the field again. Up they go for the ball breaks. Who's onto the break ball, which can be the key thing. Cian Hannon, lovely pick by Cian Hannon. He'll be buoyed up by that great goal. Cian Hannon comes in, and Cian Hannon off the left hand side pops it over the bar. Lovely hurler. 1 goal and 1 point for Cian Hannon. 1-3 for Athenry. 1-7 for Oranmore Maree. Quick restart by Patrick McGrath. Goes to this side of the field looking for Lohan again. Ball broken away from him. It was Rory Haverty that went up with him on that instance, and Athenry do well to recycle the ball to Niall McCarthy. Niall McCarthy plays a ball that's has it too much legs to get in. The referee goes back for a free though. I think there was something I was following
just a
the ball.
late slap on Aidan McDonough as he was cleaning the ball down the field, and he was sharp with it. It's going to be a free now to Athenry and to Niall McCarthy.
So the referee is again talking to David Staunton, the linesman on this side of the field. Breeze slightly with Oranmore Maree saying it seems to be rising somewhat since we didn't see it so much in the under-17B final, but a bit of a breeze behind Oranmore Maree in this first half.
Yeah, a small bit, but I don't think it's anything major. But it's a free to Athenry, and Niall McCarthy is interested in taking this one from his own 65-metre line. He's already scored 2 points from the place ball for Athenry. He's looking for his third one. This is probably the most difficult of them, but he's very, very competent under the place ball, and as we said, he's a big, powerful man, and a chance for him to put this possibly over the bar to bring it back to a 4-point ball game. They'll be happy enough if this goes over the bar. They were 1-6 points down on 13 minutes. If they could get that 7-point deficit back to 3 now at this stage in the game, they'd be happy enough.
Niall McCarthy, he had 12 points in the semi-final win. He's now got his third point in the county final. Good score by Niall McCarthy. His third free of the contest, so it's now 1-4 to 1-7. Oranmore Maree lead by 3 as Patrick McGrath takes the puck out, goes to the far, or goes down the middle in the end. Up they go for it, the ball breaks. Who's onto it? Number 7 comes across there. That's Senna MacDonald, tries to get a touch on it. Back though to try and win it is Aidan McDonough. Ball breaks, tidying up is done by Haverty, the cornerback, and eventually Athenry move the ball through Shane Brady, and Shane Brady drives a long ball down the field, looking to break it inside to his corner forward Kyle Connolly, but the defensive work is done back there by Keane Cusick for Oranmore Maree. He gets it out the field to Gus Lohan all on his own. That can't be afforded. Gus Lohan takes on all comers, gets the hand pass inside, looking for the runner inside. That's Gavin Curran. Gavin Curran got 2 goals in the semi-final victory. Comes back to Gus Lohan again. Gus Lohan getting away from the efforts of trying to mark him by Dara Sinnott, and Gus Lohan is giving a display here. Super score by Gus Lohan. His 5th point of the contest, his 3rd from play, Niall. 19 minutes into the opening half. This man is writing his name all over this final.
Oh, he's having a fine game so far, and some of the scores he's got from play have been exceptional, and Shea Brady needs to get close to him. I think Athenry maybe needs to bring Aidan McDonough back maybe in that half-back line, and then let Shea Brady step into the space behind him or something like that, just to try and stop the influence of Gus Lohan in this game.
1-8 plays 1-4 as Oranmore Maree again do well defensively. Good strong pressure though by Fionn Atkins to try to overturn it. The ball comes out very close to the sideline, goes out over the sideline in the end, and that will be a line ball to Oranmore Maree.
Now what's happening is Shea Brady's not after stepping back, but Gus Lohan is after coming out, and he's picking up the corner back Rory Haverty. It'll be just interesting to see what happens here with this sideline cut.
But you have to tag him, Niall. You have to tag him, and as you say, maybe have Brady behind him when he comes in there. But he's also drifting out to the wing forward positions, which makes it harder to pick up. Free to Athenry.
Yeah, well, as I said, the likes of Aidan McDonough was very good at wing back and corner back for the Galway Miners, and has that experience. Would he be a guy that, as we said, that could come back and come back and cover that space in front of Gus Lohan?
Still, long way to go as Niall McCarthy will take the free. Difficult free. He's on the 65-metre line. He's 3 or 4 metres in from the sideline. His team trailed by 4 points. 20 minutes and 38 seconds gone on the clock. If anything, he's hitting slightly into the breeze, and that one goes to the right-hand side and wide. It was a difficult free, in fairness. 1-8 to 1-4. Yeah,
difficult free as Patrick McGrath takes the puck out once again.
Yeah, he goes long. Goes to the centre forward position. The space was vacated initially, but good defensive work by Athenry, who eventually get the ball in the hand, but they're robbed by Gus Lohan. Gus Lohan wanted to play a ball inside to Holland straight away, but it's gone in even in further into Keane Mannion. Keane Mannion, nice play by the corner forward, looking to see what his options are to lay it off. Does lay it off inside. Good play this by Oranmore Maree. Well blocked down though by Senna MacDonald. Good block by the Athenry defender. Oranmore keep working though. Get the ball back to their wing forward, who swivels nicely and is put over the bar. Yeah, the umpires are deciding that it's gone over the bar. Looks like Joey Cullinan could have been the man that was on it. Or was it Killian Costello? Yeah, Killian Costello puts it over the bar. Good score.
Good score by Killian Costello. In fairness, the Oranmore Maree attack, they're very, very sharp, Sean.
And they worked the ball well there, didn't they?
Yeah, they're all very competent players, and 1-9-1-4 as Athenry come on the attack.
Yeah, Aidan McDonough gets the ball inside with the band back defending though is Barry Keating, and Barry Keating, the centre back, going back in front of his own full back line to get that ball, and suddenly it's moved long down the field by Cullinan. In this instance, he's going for a score. That's a massive effort, and that's a super score from deep in his own half of the field, inside his own 65-metre line. Joey Cullinan, an excellent score. He's got the first goal of the game for Oranmore Maree. He's now got a point, and the quality of the score taken is certainly very impressive as Athenry go to the bench, and Jason Quirk, who was down to start, he's going to come in to the contest for Athenry, and Jason Quirk goes in, and we'll see who comes off, but suddenly the lead is 1-10 to 1-4 for Athenry. That's a big lead for Oranmore Maree.
It is, and it's the corner forward that's coming off, wearing number 15. Is it Kyle Connolly that's coming off? But I'd say a lot of the problems are a bit further out the field, Sean, in fairness. You know, not too many balls went in towards Kyle Connolly's corner. He's been taken off, and into the team comes Jason Quirk. But 1-10 to 1-4 Oranmore Maree, very, very direct, but they're very, very good on the ball, and the use of the ball has been very good. Well caught by Aidan McDonough.
Kyle Connolly hit 1-2 in the semi-finals. Aidan McDonough McDonough catches a great puck out and drives it high over the bar. We know this guy is a quality player. We saw him in action in the Maroon of Galway. We're now seeing him in action in the Maroon of Athenry. Great score by McDonough. Brings it back to a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, good score by Aidan McDonough. He's a really, really good player, and he's a guy that should be looking at maybe for the future with regard to Galway to see how he develops, but he's very, very good.
Good play again by Oranmore coming up the field with their cornerback Stephen Ruan. Stephen Ruan then gets it off to Gavin Curran. Gavin Curran makes a little bit of space for himself, gets it inside. Good play again. Oranmore Maree bearing down a goal. A shot, great save by Mannion. The shot came from Ryan Holland and a good diving save by Cathal Mannion. Maybe he could have popped it over the bar.
He should have given it inside to the corner forward. Was it our Killian Costello had made the space when he got the shot? Costello was appealing for the ball. It was a good save by Cathal Mannion, must be said, in fairness, but it was the right height for the way he holds the hurl and stuff like that. But he probably should have passed the ball inside to Killian Costello
or popped
it over the bar, but there was a scoreable opportunity that wasn't taken there.
But the Oranmore Maree attack looks very, very dangerous.
They look very, very dangerous in fairness, but you know they'll be hoping they won't be ruined these chances that they were getting there, because Athenry got the last point from Aidan McDonough. But it's a very competitive game, Sean. There's some high quality scores and high quality performances on both teams.
So Gus Lohan then to take the 65 that ensues from Cathal Mannion's save, does have the distance, does have the accuracy, and puts it straight over the bar. Gus Lohan, his 6th point of the contest. And now we look at the board, and it's 1-11 to 1 goal and 5 points for Oranmore Maree. Shea Brady took the shortish puck out there, was drifting past his man, lost the hurl. The referees deemed it to be illegal, and that's going to be a free out for Shea Brady. And a chance for Shea now to maybe drop this in around the mixing zone. Yeah. Striking it long, it's on its way. It's going to drop in around the 13-metre line. McDonough goes up, great catch by Aidan McDonough. Turns one way, then goes on to the right. Lovely score by Aidan McDonough. He's second in the last few minutes. He's beginning to stand up for Athenry, and for a small man, Niall, the last 2 plays have been 2 good catches in the air by Aidan McDonough. 1-11-1-6.
Yeah, he's able to get himself off the ground very, very good. And as we said, he's a really, really good player, and he's got 2 superb points to get Athenry back into this game.
As Athenry come again, Cian Hannon laid the ball inside. It's now off to the wing back, Senna McDonald, and Senna McDonald puts it high, and Senna McDonald puts it over the bar. Good score by Senna McDonald, coming up the field, getting inside, getting it onto his left hand side, got past 2 would-be challengers and puts it over the bar. Good point by him. 1-7 plays 1-11. Athenry staying very much in touch.
Good score, yeah, by Senna McDonald. You know, they got the last couple of points, and Oranmore Maree are building again. But it's a very, very quality game, Sean. It's a high quality game. There's, as I said, some really, really good performers on each side so far. Barry
Keating gets that ball inside, but it goes past the efforts of Cian Mannion to keep it alive. Goes wide. Cathal Mannion is quick with the restart again. Comes out to Niall McCarthy. Niall McCarthy plays it inside to Aidan McDonough. 1-2. Back to Niall McCarthy. Niall McCarthy in the left half forward position. He decides to come in on his right and then plays a crossing ball over to the 13 corner. Onto that ball should be Cian Hannon. Cian Hannon says to Joey McMahon, leave it to me. Cian Hannon comes back out the field, goes back to Anthony Poignard. Poignard with a shot off the right hand side. In the end, it doesn't have the purchase, but the umpire in that instance, Seamus Duggan, spotted that the ball was deflected, and would be a 65 for Athenry.
Yeah, 65 for Athenry, and again, you know, they've come well into the game now, Sean, the last while. If this goes over the bar, all of a sudden it's 1-11 to 1-8, and we see the way Niall McCarthy is striking them. Like, he's a fine striker of the ball, and this is an opportunity for him. But himself, you know, and Cian Hannon has ended up with a goal and a point so far. Aidan McDonough's got 2 points. You know, their county players are just standing up a small bit now, and they need them to. Yeah,
and that breeze is a factor now. I'm just looking at the flags. I mean, it seems to be becoming more of a factor as the game goes on. Athenry playing into it in the opening half as McCarthy strikes it high, and McCarthy, as Niall said, puts it over the bar. His 4th point of the contest, first from the 65, 3 frees, and that means that we're back to a 3-point ball game. 1-11 plays 1-8. Oranmore Maree lead as the goalkeeper Patrick McGrath thinking about going a little bit faster with it maybe, but this time he decides to go to the stand side of the field, but it might come into the central position down on top of Gus Lohan. Was waiting for the break ball, taken down over there though by Athenry. Then it's taken by Rory Haverty. Good play by the cornerback, and Rory Haverty plays it up there up the field to Atkins, but he's beaten to it, and Oranmore Maree work the ball downfield again. Barry Keating goes into inside, ball broken inside. Killian Costello swivel past his man. Shea Brady needs to get across the centre half back, pulls across the Oranmore Maree man. He's already on a yellow card. Is that something that Paul Fahy will look at, Niall?
Well, you've given Paul Fahey an option here. That's
Yeah.
the thing. You'll see whether he'll give the second yellow card or not remains to be seen. He's already on one, but he has given Paul Fahey an option here. You know, will he go for it or will he not, or what's he going to do? But you know, I don't think he's going to the yellow card. He hasn't gone for it as of yet. He's gone into Conor Quinlan
the
moment, and he's just given the free in. But there was an option there, and you know, with Shea on a yellow card, he just needs to be very, very careful.
Very careful indeed. And as you said, he brought it into the realms of discussion. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, and he has the card, or he's looking at something anyway. I don't know who's speaking. He's speaking to a different Oranmore Maree. He's speaking to the Oranmore Maree number 15. He's getting a yellow card.
Yeah, he's getting
the Oranmore Maree.
Ryan
Holland, maybe for something he said. I'm not quite sure, but he's picked up the yellow card. It's a free in for Oranmore Maree anyway, and it's Gus Lohan who's about to take the free.
Yellow card for Ryan Holland then. There's a kind of a buzz of anticipation or a buzz of discussion underneath us here in the terrace, Niall, that could have been something. I think Shea Brady from here till half time needs to keep his head down.
Yeah, he sure does, and he's quickly come out to the wing back position here. At this
Lohan takes the free quickly.
I'm not quite sure. We'll see
Paul
what happens
Fahey's
here.
allowed at Oranmore Maree, trying to work a goal here perhaps, but good play by the wing back Dara Sinnott, stopped the initial approach from Joey Cullinan, and in the end Athenry come away. And again, could that have been a free that could have been put over the bar from Oranmore Maree? They lead by 111 to 1-8, or Athenry will be quite happy to defend it as they have done, but the ball breaks again, comes out to Gus Lohan, flicks it out into his own space under pressure there from the fullback who's Conda Atkins. The ball at the edge of the Athenry big square. They get the numbers around it. Again, players go down. Lohan does awful well again to go down and win the ball. Lohan turning onto his right hand side, and Lohan puts it over the bar. Lovely score by Gus Lohan, his 7th of the contest, the son of Frank Lohan, the former Clare great. My God, he looks a good one, and we knew he was good, Niall, but he's really given a display today as his team lead by 112 to 1-8. Meanwhile, another man that's coming into the game is Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough from the middle of the field, striking high and putting it over the bar. As Niall said, the quality of the county players beginning to come to the fore. Third point of the day from Aidan McDonough from the middle of the field. We're back to 112 to 1-9.
Yeah, you can see why these guys are top quality players and have bright futures ahead of them. Gus Lohan and Aidan McDonough, both part of the Galway minor management our team this year, I should say. The Galway minor management are here as well for today's game, but those guys will be looked at. Obviously, Gus Lohan is underage again next year. Aidan McDonough will be overage as far as I know, but you know, they have two really, really good campaigns so far. They're playing really well.
Tiernan Grealish, long ball downfield. It was flicked, but not enough purchase on it by the corner forward for Oranmore Maree, and that allows Cathal Mannion to come out, gets it off then to Shea Brady. Shea Brady drives the ball downfield, 112 to 1-9. Long ball down again. Oranmore Maree have the numbers back though, and Tiernan Grealish picks it up, looks upfield, plays the ball into space, but there's no one. Well, there's someone trying to end up in that big space that was occupied. The corner forward was coming out there. Cian Mannion, 2 minutes of additional time as Athenry. Both teams setting up now with extra defenders, but that pass is intercepted from coming out of the Athenry defence. It's intercepted by the Oranmore Maree corner forward. It was a strike at goal, but that goes to the wrong side of the post, and why? That was Ryan Holland.
Yeah, chance for Ryan Holland there. You know, Athenry were coming out of defence and a poor enough pass out to the full back, and all of a sudden Ryan Holland was on with a chance here. But 112 to 1-9. I think both sides will be happy enough. Athenry will be happy that they've stemmed the tide somewhat. They were 7 points down, but they've come right back into it. Oranmore Maree will be happy to be leading at the moment as Jamie Egan goes for point number 3.
Yeah, Jamie Egan taking the pass there from his centre back Barry Keating, but that one goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. A few wides for Oranmore Maree.
Yes, 6 for Oranmore Maree, 2 for Athenry as Joey Cullinan wins the puck out.
Yeah, the last 2 puck outs have been returned with interest by Oranmore Maree, who come up the field. The corner back is on it. That's Stephen Ruan, and Stephen Ruan puts it over the bar. Good score by Stephen Ruan. He was part of the under-20 panel just a few weeks ago that won the championship. Also part of the Galway minor hurling panel this year, and Ruan puts it over the bar, stretches the lead out to 4, 113 to 1-9.
Great strike by Stephen Ruan. You know, he's picking up Cian Hannon, I think, out there at the moment, and when you have a county minor wearing number 4, it just shows the strength of the team. But great score by Stephen Ruan, and we've been served top quality scores from both sides, Sean, in this first half.
Certainly have. Niall McCarthy does awful well to go down on that ball in the wing forward position, gets the pass back. He's deemed to have thrown it though, much to the encouragement of the Oranmore Maree supporters. 113 to 1-9 then. Oranmore Maree lead. 32 minutes have been played. What was the signal for the extra
2 minutes?
2 minutes, yeah.
Like, so if this goes over the bar, like 5 points all of a sudden, he's a long way out, Gus Lohan, but he's been hitting them very, very well so far in the game. He's got 7 points. I think he's got 4 from play, but if he puts this over the bar, it'll give them a 5-point lead going in at half time. Yeah,
there's runners making a run across the field. I think Tiernan Grealish was maybe giving him an action on the far side of the field, but instead Gus Lohan from his own 65-metre line, he struck it well, he struck it high, and he's put it straight over the bar. Excellent score and a dream first half for Gus Lohan. His 8th point of the contest. It's the last bit of action of the opening half, and at half time it's the Athenry management had a bit of work to do at half time because they trail Oranmore Maree at the break by 114 to 19. An entertaining first half, Niall, and Oranmore Maree probably well worth that lead.
Yeah, they got themselves, Sean, into an early lead. You know, they went 7 points up with the goal, won 6 to 2 points. Athenry responded, but in fairness, Oranmore Maree have finished the half strongly. They have got 3 out of the last 4 points in this half. The last 2, they're coming from Stephen Ruan and Gus Lohan from the free, has given them that 5-point lead. So both management teams will have a lot to discuss at half time. You know, 5 points is a nice lead. Oranmore Maree will try to get that lead out further in the start of the second half. I think Athenry need a big start now to the second half. You know, Shea Brady on that yellow card. He just needs to be very, very careful, and the fact that he's on Gus Lohan as well, they might need to change that in the sense that Lohan is having a big influence in the game, and the fact that Brady can't get anywhere close to him or give a free away or anything like that for fear he could be under card pressure, so to speak. Aidan McDonough finished the half very strongly for Athenry, got 3 points from play. Probably need a bit more from Anthony Ponyard and Cian Hannon, who even though he scored 1-1, but it's half time here. It's been a great first half. There's been superb scores on both sides, with Athenry with 1-9, Oranmore Maree 1-14, Sean, at half time.
Nice crowd in the stand as we take the half time interval then. As you said, Oranmore Maree 1-14, Athenry 1-9 at half time. Come back to us for the second half live. Inside into Ryan Holland is breaking in. He has a scoring chance for Oranmore Maree. Hits it off the right and puts it high and puts it over the bar. Minor, of course, comes across, gets a lovely crossing ball inside. A goal scoring chance straight away for Athenry. Inside, he has to. Good play by the goalkeeper. It was Fionn Atkins that had it there for Athenry, or for Oranmore Maree is Jamie Egan. He's a man inside, but Jamie Egan shoots towards goal, and Jamie Egan puts it high, and Jamie Egan puts it. So 5.5 minutes into the contest, a chance for Athenry to get their first score of the county minor final, and it comes from.
But these two teams, they have known each other down through the years, and at this level they have been the top 2 clubs within the county for the past number of years. And
control there by Gus Lohan, looks up the field again, flicks it. Oh, lovely flick over the wing back. Dara Sinnott, Lohan striking off the right.
There's a heater underneath us here. It hasn't been turned on as of yet, but we don't need it yet anyway. It could be warming up as the game goes on, as that one goes straight over the bar. Good score.
To Ryan Holland, who's got a point off then to Jamie Egan. Jamie Egan's second effort at the post, and Jamie Egan puts it high, puts it over the bar. He's there by the midfielder Owen Healy. Owen Healy gets the hand pass off then, and the flick inside, and the dummy is given by Ryan Holland. Good play by him. He's gone to the centre forward channel. He has a runner on the side. This is a goal scoring chance for Oranmore Maree. Finished to the back of the net by Joey Cullen. Yeah, there's a sharpness about them, isn't there? As Gavin Curran goes back to Gus Lohan. That's a super strike again from Gus Lohan on the 45-metre line.
Footballers and goal and minor hurlers as Niall McCarthy gets on the ball. Great ball.
Long ball. Yeah, lovely ball into Cian Hannon. Cian Hannon getting on the ball in the right corner forward position. Wants to take on his man and does take him on. Cian Hannon coming in along the end line. Goes low with the shot. Oh, what a goal! Cian Hannon into that. Gus, Clare man from Capitagle. Played his hurling with Clare, and of course we all know where. Cian Hannon, lovely pick by Cian Hannon. He'll be buoyed up by that great goal. Cian Hannon comes in, and Cian Hannon off the left hand side pops it over the bar. Lovely. At
this stage in the game, they'd be happy enough.
Niall McCarthy, he had 12 points in the semi-final win. He's now got his 3rd point in the county final. Trick comes back to Gus Lohan again. Gus Lohan getting away from the efforts of trying to mark him by Dara Sinnott, and Gus Lohan is given a display here. A good block by the Athenry defender. Oranmore keep working though. Get the ball back to their wing forward, who swivels nicely and is put over the. It's moved long down the field by Cullinan. In this instance, he's going for a score. That's a massive effort, and that's a super score. In the semi-finals, Aidan McDonough catches a great puck out and drives it high over the side. Good play again. Oranmore Maree bearing down a goal. A shot, great save by Mannion. The 65 that ensues from Cathal Mannion's save does have the distance, does have the accuracy, and puts it straight over the bar. Gus Lohan, his 6th ball inside. It's now off to the wing back, Senna MacDonald, and Senna MacDonald puts it high, and Senna MacDonald puts it over the bar. Good score by Senna. Becoming more of a factor as the game goes on. Athenry playing into it in the opening half as McCarthy strikes it high, and McCarthy, as Niall said, puts it over. Get the numbers around it. Again, players go down. Lohan does awful well again to go down and win the ball. Lohan turning onto his right hand side, and Lohan puts it over the bar. 1-8. Meanwhile, another man that's coming into the game is Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough from the middle of the field, striking high and putting it over the bar. Outs have been returned with interest by Oranmore Maree, who come up the field. The cornerback is on it. That's Stephen Ruan, and Stephen Ruan puts it over the bar. Good score by Stephen. Instead, Gus Lohan from his own 65-metre line. He struck it well, he struck it high, and he's put it straight over the bar. Excellent score. And you're welcome back to Kenny Park and Athenry then for the second half of the Castle Group Under 17A Championship Minor Hurling Final. At half time, as we saw in the opening half, it's a lead for Oranmore Maree of 114 to 19. Athenry will have that breeze advantage in the second half. Whether it is of major significance, we are about to find out. Certainly at half time, Niall, I would imagine that Athenry would have a bit more thinking to do, but in fairness to both of these teams, Athenry were 9 points down at a similar stage in the semi-final. They came back to win it on penalties against Crowell, so it's not new territory for them. We know they have the quality. Won the title last year, the Athenry men. I think it was their first title at minor level for quite some time. So they will be aiming to repeat the process and get back into this contest.
Yeah, they sure will. And I think if you remember last year's final, Oranmore Maree got 2 goals after half time, when 6 points up, but Athenry kept coming. I think the first 5 or 10 minutes are going to be interesting in this half. Athenry probably have the wind advantage at the start of the second half. They'll need a good start to get themselves back into it. Anthony Ponyard's gone straight into the full forward line. At full forward, Keane Hannon is in the half forward line along with Niall McCarthy now as well. Yeah. So they have a couple of big hitters on the half forward line, and inside then Ponyard, who obviously they'll try and get on the ball. But the first 5 to 10 minutes, hugely interesting here with regard to see what happens in this county minor final.
Absolutely. Gus Lohan remains in at centre half forward, the star turn of that opening half, with 8 points out of their tally of 114. So Paul Fahy is the Rachor here in the middle of the field. Conor Quinlan is the linesman on this side of the field, and David Staunton, the linesman on the far side of the field. Busy time for the officials as well, with all the games that are coming thick and fast. But we're getting to the business end of the championships, and you know what, in a few weeks, Niall, we won't have any game at all, Harley. But anyway, we'll follow this one as Gus Lohan gets onto the ball at the start of the second half. Gus Lohan striking, and Gus Lohan starts where he ended in the opening half, with his 9th point of the contest, over the bar with consummate ease. Yeah, good score by Gus Lohan. That's 9 points for him now in this game. 5 from play. He's been really, really sharp, and a great start for him to the second half. Great catch by Keane Hannon. Yeah, and one is the brother as Keane Hannon goes through the centre forward channel. Keane Hannon in towards the goal, but he didn't have enough purchase on it, and now comes Patrick McGrath, the goalkeeper, and McGrath gets it out to his corner back there. That's Stephen Ruan. Stephen Ruan runs into a bit of traffic. Good work by Athenry to try and overturn them coming out, which they eventually do. Senna MacDonald got a point in the first half, is on the ball, very close to the sideline again. Down goes Stephen Ruan, and eventually it's Oranmore Maree that endeavour to get away. Ruan gets it out, nice little touch into his midfielder, and eventually it's worked down the field by the men of Oranmore Maree. It was the wing forward Joey Cullinan, but taken well out there by Shea Brady. And Shea Brady, the son of course of Richie Brady, the Athenry manager, and a family steeped in hurling history down through the years. Sees the ball though go past him again, and it goes up from Tiernan Grealish from Oranmore Maree. Breaks in the midfield sector. Onto it there is Senna MacDonald. Goes back with the pass then to Rory Haverty, and Rory Haverty drives the ball upfield. Taken down though again by Tiernan Grealish for Oranmore Maree, and Oranmore Maree defending with confidence as Stephen Ruan gets the ball very close to the sideline on the far side of the field. Gets the hand pass off then to Owen Healy. Owen Healy moves the ball directly into the full forward line. Gets it in there to his corner forward. That is Keane Mannion. Mannion shows a lovely touch of pace. Good defensive play back there though by Michael Barrett, who did very well to get the hook in, and that allows Shea Brady to clear the ball downfield. Ball worked by Aidan McDonough. In again to the full forward position, and Poyard is in there as Niall says, but also back there is Tiernan Grealish, who's beginning to grow into this contest. Gets the hand pass out. And Oranmore Maree working the ball confidently upfield. Again trying to work it out to this side of the field to Aaron Hanrahan gets it infield, half intercepted though. Aidan McDonough goes again, lovely close control by Aidan McDonough, and suddenly it opens up in front of him. He has Keane Hannon on the run, but McDonough striking from inside the 65 metre line. That ball goes wide. Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that. We see that there's a new man picking up Shea Brady. Gus Lohan now at this stage. Shea Brady has gone into the in kind of a spare man. I think it's the wing forward wearing number 10 is it that's gone back on him as that ball breaks over their heads there in actual fact, and Joey Cullinan has already got a goal and a point of this contest. Gets on to the right hand side, wants to get the strike away towards goal. It's going to go. Will it have enough fortune to go over the end line? Conor Mannion plays it, comes off his hand, and that's the 65. Yeah, I think it's Joey McMahon that's gone back on Gus Lohan for the start of the second half, which is freeing up Shea Brady then in that spare defensive role that he's very, very good at getting onto ball. And I suppose Oranmore Maree had to do something, and that's what they've done. It appears that way anyway. It seems to be that Joey McMahon has gone back on Gus Lohan. So Gus Lohan will take the 65. He's already scored once in this second half. He's a chance to extend the lead out to 116 to 19, which is a decent lead, you'd have to say.
Yeah, Sean Clear about to come in for Oranmore Maree as well, wearing 22, Sean.
Yeah. As Gus Lohan strikes the 65 and straight over the bar it goes. Point number 10. Hard to believe, as you said, Niall, he's only 16 years of age. He's another year at this level, as you say. Into the team comes Sean Clear. If we were in Kilkenny, we'd say that's a real Kilkenny name.
He's lining out for Oranmore Maree anyway. You know, they're 7 points up now. Like, they've got the last 4 points of the game. It was 112 to 19. All of a sudden now it's 116 to 19. Athenry need a response now.
And the ball breaks into the welcoming hand of Cian Hannon. Gets it off to Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough across the Polyards. Goal scoring chance. It's Polyard. Excellent score, you have to say. Beautiful bit of play. Cian Hannon was onto it like a flash. Got the pass off to Aidan McDonough, who had the vision to go across the 20 metre or the 30 metre line to Anthony Poignard into the back of the net. What the doctor ordered for Athenry.
Yeah, and 3 of their county minors, Sean, that combined there. They needed a score. I just said a couple of seconds ago. They have responded well. A great score and a well worked move. Aidan McDonough, Cian Hannon, and then ultimately the goal for Anthony Poignard in there in the inside line. Shades
of last year's final in reverse after half time, Niall, as Oranmore Maree try to respond to that. They're working the ball through their midfielder Jamie Egan. 2 points the first half. He's half hooked, though. That'll break to Shea Brady, who will use the ball, and Shea Brady goes long, goes down the field. It's a 2-on-1 situation. The ball breaks. Oranmore being put under pressure, though. Atkins is in there trying to get a touch on it for Athenry, but Oranmore Maree do well to come away from defence. A good play by them, getting the ball upfield into the half forward line area again. 2-9 to 116 is the score now, as the shot is taken there by Killian Costello in towards the goal, but that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. That goal has breathed a little bit of life back into Athenry. 2-9 to 116. Puck out well won over there by Cian Hannon, who's coming into the game. Gets it off to Aidan McDonough, and Aidan McDonough off that trusty left side goes wide for once.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that one. But
can't say a lot to him, though.
Cian Hannon, in fairness, has taken 2 superb balls out of the air. The last one led to a goal, obviously. That one just went to the wrong side of the post, and a good score there, or a good chance, it must be said, but ultimately for Aidan McDonough, just the wrong side of the post. But in fairness, Athenry, they've responded now, and they're back in the game, 116 to 2-9.
Yeah, 2-9 Athenry, 116 Oranmore Maree is up the sideline. Here comes Aaron Hanrahan, runs into a bit of traffic though, and eventually it's Athenry that come out with the ball in the hand of the corner back there, Michael Barrett, and Michael Barrett gets it off then to Senna McDonald. Senna McDonald comes upfield. Athenry buoyed up for the start of the second half, gets it upfield, but it's taken down by Tiernan Grealish. Tiernan Grealish looks composed on the ball as he comes out with 2 Athenry men in his slipstream, runs into a eventual maroon tidal wave where the ball is nearly taken off him. Again, the Rook begins to form just at the halfway line, and then it's won beautifully by Jamie Egan, who shows great pace to get away and make space, gets the ball inside. Can Oranmore Maree get a score out of this? But the man with other ideas here is Con Atkins, goes to Shea Brady, and Shea Brady dropping a little bit deeper now, trying to move the ball upfield. Won again by Tiernan Grealish, who's had a fine game. Tiernan Grealish up towards Gus Lohan. Did we say a fine game? This has had a brilliant game. Gus Lohan gets away from his new marker this time, gets the pass off. Oranmore Maree trying to work the ball in. It's come back fortuitously into the path of Gus Lohan, and Gus Lohan puts it high, puts it over the bar. I'm not quite sure did Gavin Curran mean it. He might say he did, but the 11th point of the day from Gus Lohan. He is the difference, Niall. Yeah, he's got 6 from play as well, but Tiernan Grealish, Sean, has had an outstanding 10 minutes in the early stages of this second half. He's been brilliant since half time. Barry Keating gets the ball there again, back to plays a 1-2 there with Ryan Holland. Keating goes again, strike not that well hit though, and that allows Shea Brady to get on it. 117, which is 20 points for Oranmore Maree. 2-9, which is 15 points for Athenry. Shea Brady makes a wrong run up the field, runs into a heavy hit there, you'd have to say, from Gavin Curran, and we'll wait the decision of the referee there, Paul Fahey. Yeah, I would think it's a yellow card, you would think, for the number 10 there, Curran. But in fairness, Shea Brady has had a storm in second half as well. You know, he's playing in that sweeper role now, or that deep line role, and we've seen how good he is in it, Sean, that he's launching a lot of attacks there for Athenry. So it's a yellow card been indicated, and I think Paul Fahey is going to go after, or has a word of a yellow card as well for Pat Malone. Pat Malone, yeah. One of the great Galway stalwarts down through the years. So it's a yellow card for Pat Malone. I think is he telling him to go outside? I'm quite sure. Don't know. But anyway, was it a red card he issued? Or I saw the red card going back into the, maybe it might, yeah, he's certainly telling Pat Malone, it looks like, to depart the lounge, as we would say. The yellow card was for Gavin Curran, I would presume.
Yeah, and the
first one.
red card then for Pat Malone.
And a red card for
a lot of mentors the last couple of weeks have got cards here in Kenny Park.
They're going to keep the CCC busy with all these appeals. Pat Malone, 1988 midfielder for Galway, one of the finest. His son Ross played with their senior team here last weekend. Pat is making his way slowly, I should say, to the gate, as the free is taken by Niall McCarthy, but goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. So it remains 117 to 2-9.
5 points in it. Good score there by Gus Lowe on the last to respond to the goal, but Athenry again need to get a couple of scores. They need to just get a bit of rhythm into their game, Sean, to get themselves back into it. Oranmore Maree still have this advantage as the wing back over there tries to win it. Was won by Gus Lowe, though.
Yeah, Athenry trying to work the ball downfield themselves. Michael Barrett drives it down. Ball breaks, who's onto it? Every break ball is going to be absolutely crucial now in the latter stages of this game. We played 9 minutes at the start of the second half, and Jamie Egan, this guy is really pacey in the middle of the field, gets the half pass off then to Ryan Holland. Ryan Holland plays a lovely 1-2, and suddenly Oranmore Maree are in on goal as Gavin Curran gets the pass off then to the new man on the block. That is Sean Clear. Sean Clear striking in towards the goal, but that ball goes across the face of the goal and wide. Well worked move, in fairness.
Yeah, there's good interlink play between the Oranmore Maree lads. Obviously they're used to playing football as well, a lot of them, and they're looking forward to that minor final next week, but they're concentrating on this one first, though. Long way to go here yet.
Is it Wednesday night, I think, against Clare Galway? 10 of the teams that are involved in today are involved again in that game during the week, so it doesn't let up if you're an Oranmore Maree GA player. As the ball breaks in the midfield sector, onto it again is Jamie Egan. Jamie Egan gets the pass out, lovely interception though by MacDonald for Athenry. Senna MacDonald steps inside the would-be challenge, has a strike at goal. He struck that very well. That's a super score by Senna MacDonald, who showed the wherewithal firstly to win the breaking ball, won it, then stepped inside two would-be challenges off the left side, puts it over the bar, 2-10, 117.
Yeah, his second point of the day. Great score by Senna MacDonald. In fairness, he surged upfield off his left hand side. Good score for Athenry, back to 4 again.
Keane Cusick takes a short puck out from his goalkeeper. The Oranmore Maree corner back gets it out into a little bit of space. Suddenly Athenry put the pressure on, but Oranmore Maree initially were coming out. Stephen Ruane couldn't bring the ball with him, and that's gone back to Athenry through the auspices there of Anthony Pornier. Free in, and now when you look at the scoreboard, it says 20 points to 16. Still only a 4-point game. You have the impression that Oranmore Maree are, well in control on the scoreboard, but a 4-point margin is not a lot, as we know in the game of hurling.
Yeah, it could be back to 3 now as well, and Athenry have a slight wind advantage in the second half, as this free is going to be taken by Niall McCarthy. Big free for him, important free. Puts it over the bar. It's back to 3 points, and we're all set for a grandstand last quarter of the game. So
then, to take the free is Niall McCarthy, the captain of the team, and Niall McCarthy puts it high, and Niall McCarthy puts it over the bar, and I have a suspicion that Niall McCarthy doesn't live a long way away from Kenny Park, if I'd be correct. 117 plays 211. So Athenry getting themselves back within touching distance. It's a great catch in the air by the Oranmore Maree midfielder there in that instance, Owen Healy, who was also deemed to have been fouled. Free to Athenry, and when you can win your own ball from aerial possession like that, Niall, it's a major help. A major help, yeah, and it stems the tide somewhat again now, and all of a sudden it gets Oranmore Maree on the attack again with Gus Lohan. Wednesday night, Sean, I think it's the under-19 football final. I think it's next weekend, the minor football final is. But a lot of these guys will be playing a lot of games over the next while. I have my fixtures right then, maybe, yeah. I just got a text there just to clarify that's the under-19 final. That's Wednesday night. But anyway, it's 117 for Oranmore Maree. Athenry 2 goals and 11 points. Good to know they're listening. That's exactly it. As Gus Lohan gets ready to take the free, this will be a great response to Niall McCarthy's one. It's on the halfway line. Super strike. Oh, what a strike. Straight over the bar. His 12th point of the contest. The round of applause comes from the fans of all sides on the terrace, and it suddenly comes to 118 for Oranmore Maree, 211 for Athenry. Athenry goes short with this puck out, work it up through the lines, and eventually the ball breaks to Joey McMahon. Joey McMahon gets it up the field. Nicely taken there by the new man on the block. That's Darragh Fitzpatrick, who's in the game for Athenry. Gets the pass inside to Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough thought about striking on one man, then has a shot from the other end of the field. It's going to carry into the goalkeeper, Patrick McMahon, who went up, had the hurl in one hand, caught it with the other hand, gets it out to Ruane. Ruane, though, beaten to it by Cian Hannon, and Cian Hannon keeps it alive. Very close to the side. Lovely touch over the would-be defender, gets it into McCarthy. McCarthy is on the ball now. Niall McCarthy, can he point it for Athenry? Goes across the face of the goal and wide let off.
Yeah, led off, but great skill play there by Keane Hannon. In fairness, let the ball off to Niall McCarthy. Scoreable opportunity again, just going to the wrong side of the post. A let off, as you said, Sean. We're in a phase of play in the game now, Sean, that every score is going to be crucial from now on.
It is 118 for Oranmore Maree, 211 for Athenry, 13 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Free for Athenry. The man that was fouled was Rory Haverty, who's had a nice game as well for Athenry. And it's a free and a chance for Niall McCarthy to come out again and hit a shot at the goal from the place ball.
Yeah, he's got, is it 5 points he's got so far from frees? Looking for his 6th one here now. And again, all these scoreable opportunities for both sides, they need to be taken. He scored a fine point the last free. Gus Lohan responded with a superb score from another free, and interesting to see will McCarthy put this one between the posts now. Yeah.
So then he's taking his time. As we said, he got 12 points in the semi-final. Strikes it on its way. The umpires like it because it's gone straight between the posts. And Niall McCarthy gets his 6th point of the contest then, and keeping Athenry alive. 2-12, which is 18 points for Athenry. 1-18, which is 21 for the men of Oranmore Maree. Shortish puck out to Keane Cusick, and Keane Cusick comes out to his wing back for Oranmore. That's Aaron Hanrahan, and Hanrahan drives it up the dug outside the field, but it's intercepted again by this man who's having a fair old game here at wing back. That's Senna McDonald for Athenry. Gets it upfield. The foot race should be won by Cathal Hannafy though, the full back for Athenry, and he does well with the extra defenders back. They can use the ball, and Tiernan Grealish drives a long ball down the field, looking to break it into the space. Now occupied by the wing forward there who does well, Joey Cullinan. Turns one way, turns another, then turned too many times and overplayed the ball. 15 minutes gone, Niall. There's a quarter of the game left. This game is still alive, isn't it?
Yeah, Chair Brady's taking the free. Niall McCarthy's gone right into the edge of the square. He's calling for this one. Joey Cullinan just turned 2 or 3 times there. Free given away, and it's launched. Chair Brady's going to launch this into the square.
Yeah, Chair Brady, both teams playing with that extra defender. Chair Brady, my ball breaks into Niall McCarthy, gets a touch and it comes across the 20-metre line, but a lovely pick up again by Jamie Egan.
He's had a good game, Sean.
He's a good hurler, this guy, yeah. Gets it out again to another man who's had a good game. In fact, McDonough to another man who's had a good game. That's Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough, that's a super score from the 65-metre line. Aidan McDonough puts it over the bar. 1 by 1. The big players are having major impacts on this game.
Great score by Aidan McDonough. That's point number 4 for him in the game. Like, he's been really, really sharp. A great strike. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point ball game, Sean.
2-point ball game. 1-18 plays 2-13. Foul on the Oranmore man, who does well to win the ball on that far side of the field from the puck out, and this is going to be a free in to Oranmore Maree.
Yeah, great catch out of the air there by the Oranmore Maree man, and a chance here for Gus Lohan again to score his 13th point of the day, but in fairness it was brilliantly taken out of the air as Gus Lohan takes the free and puts it straight between the posts.
Good score, his 13th of the contest. Gavin Curran heavily involved there as well. 2-13 Athenry, but 1-19 now for Oranmore Maree. A 3-point ball game. The 3-point lead has been re-established. Cathal Mannion's puck out to the far side of the field, where it's won by Keane Hannon. Keane Hannon in the left half forward position, very close to the stands. Twice it comes off the woodwork, would you believe? I think the 4th or 5th time that has happened today in the 2 games. Niall McCarthy gets the hand pass off. It's a goal scoring chance for Poignard. Great save by the goalkeeper. That was Patrick McGrath. Now it might have been hit straight at him, but Patrick McGrath brings off the save from Anthony Poignard, who was nearly in for his 2nd goal of the contest.
Good goal save by Patrick McGrath. They're on an advantage though, but in fairness to Poignard took the good shot. McGrath stood big and he blocked it out. It's gone out for would have gone out for 65, I think, but it's gone out now for a free in.
The advantage, yeah.
So Niall McCarthy has the chance to bring it back to 2 again.
Jack Griffin is about to come in for Athenry as well. So Niall McCarthy standing over this free. Has a chance, as Niall says, to bring it back to 2. Has a chance to score his 7th point of the contest, which he does. The substitution is taking place. Number 24 for Athenry, Jack Griffin, coming in. I think that's going to see a series of positional switches with maybe Donagh Keogh going back to the half-back line, and the man that's coming off is Dara Sinnott, the wing-back. So the changes are being worked, but also the positional changes. 119 Oranmore Maree, 214 for Athenry. Puck out to the midfield sector, taken down. Who's onto a lovely swivel and take there by Jamie Egan. Gets it back then to Barry Keating, who drives the ball upfield. Trying to spin his man is Killian Costello. He's having a fair old battle there with the cornerback Michael Barrett. Barrett does awful well to keep him heading towards the sideline. Costello though gets the ball under control, practically standing on the sideline. Nice little neat control, gets the pass inside then, opens a little pocket of space for Gus Lohan. Gus Lohan off the right, striking in towards the goal. That's a super score because he was operating in so little space. Excellent work by Costello, who controlled, pulled in the defender, got the pass away to Gus Lohan, got it into his right hand side. 14 points for Gus Lohan. He's a fair operator, Niall.
Oh yeah, he's got 7 points from play as well as 7 from the place ball.
Ball breaks meanwhile down at the other end. A point scoring chance for Athenry, and they take it. Jason Quirk just into the contest, puts it over the bar. 215 to 120, quality scores at both ends.
Yeah, it's a great game, Sean. In fairness, 120 to 215. You know, the scores either side that the guys are putting over the bar. And remember, like, they're under serious pressure. Look, they're 17 years of age. These guys, some of them 16 and 15 years of age. Like, the talent out there in the 2 games we've seen today has been phenomenal. It's been a brilliant game so far.
Absolutely. Puck out from Oranmore Maree, repulsed. Could have been a free there for Rory Haverty as Oranmore work it well. The chance to take on the shot here comes from Sean Clear, and Sean Clear takes the shot, and Sean Clear has put it over the bar. Lovely score by the man that was introduced early in the second half to stretch out the Oranmore Maree lead again. 121 Oranmore Maree, 215 for Athenry.
Yeah, they've been able to answer the Athenry score, Sean, haven't they, in the last while? But just interesting to see if Athenry could get a couple of scores on the bounce.
Rory Haverty drives a long ball in towards the edge of the square, but had a bit too much purchase on it. It goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. None of the inside men. Niall McCarthy tried to make contact but couldn't. Puck out, taken by Patrick McGrath. Oranmore Maree to the midfield sector. The ball breaks. Who's the first man up on his feet? The first man up on his feet is the wing back Hanrahan, I should say, but he kicked it forward a little bit too much ahead of himself. That allows Shane Brady to get onto it. Aidan McDonough, he's a lovely hurler, this guy as well. Gets it off then to Senna McDonald, and Senna McDonald steps inside as Oranmore Maree try to intercept, and they do to Tiernan Grealish. Tiernan Grealish looks a very good defender, comes away as the ball glued to the stick, runs going left and right. The man that makes space for himself to take the ball is Gavin Curran. There's an Athenry man down, but we play on. Gets it to the midfielder there. That is the shot from out the field by Owen Healy, but Owen Healy's effort goes to the wrong side of the post and wide as there's some running repairs needed for an Athenry man. Yeah,
I think 2 Athenry players just collided with one another there as that ball went down the field. There's 3 between them, like 10 minutes to go here. This could go either way, Sean, in fairness, but like as you said, the quality of scores we've seen so far from both teams has been of the highest quality. There's guys scoring, like Gus Lohan has 14 points, Aidan McDonough has got 4 points from play. Jamie Egan has got 2 for Oranmore Maree in the first half. Joey Cullinan 1-1. Ashley Ponier's got the goal. Shannon McDonald has got 2 great points for Athenry as well. There's been some great scores in this game as the Athenry player, he's okay.
Jason Quirk is okay.
Yeah, I think he just landed against his own player actually in that instance as that ball was coming down the field. And
while that was going on, I saw the wing back Aaron Hanrahan taking a quick squeak out of the bottle, because I'd say it's thirsty work, this type of top quality under 17 county minor A championship final play. Puck out far side the field for Athenry. 215 to 121 the scoreboard reads. Oranmore Maree leading as the ball's recycled by Athenry, but the block down as well executed there by Oranmore Maree through the auspices of Ryan Holland. Gets the pass off then to his midfielder, the ever game Jamie Egan. Egan gets it upfield. Good play by Oranmore Maree again, who've worked an overlap here if they lay the ball off. Into space again for Clear. Clear has the shot. Well saved by Cathal Mannion though. Comes out then to Shea Brady, who's gone very deep in the second half, and Shea Brady clears it. Another goal chance goes a begging. Ball breaks in the midfield sector. Aidan McDonough tries to control it. Numbers there from both teams, but eventually it's Oranmore Maree that look like they're going to get away with it. Onto the ball there is the midfielder, that's Owen Healy, and Owen Healy drives it in the field. Up it goes towards Killian Costello. I was going to say he's in at the edge of the square, but he's far from it because he's out in the corner forward position right now as the ball goes back, and Oranmore have to go back the field to reclaim the ball through Ryan Holland. Holland holds it up and then lays it off to the runner who's coming up, was Tiernan Grealish. Tiernan Grealish plays it inside to Killian Costello again, but maybe it was a little bit overcooked there by Oranmore Maree. Goes back to Shea Brady, and Shea Brady goes route 1, driving it down to the other end of the field. Up they go for the ball, breaks inside. Niall McCarthy tries to go down it. Barry Keating was in there with a vital touch as well, and a vital maybe shoulder I should say. Tiernan Grealish gets the hand pass off to the midfielder, that's Jamie Egan, and Jamie Egan drives it up the left hand flank of the field. Onto it there, trying to get onto it is Joey Cullinan. Cullinan turning one way, going the other way, taking on McDonald. Cullinan has the ball. It's a scoring chance for Joey Cullinan, striking it high and putting it over the bar. Lovely score by Joey Cullinan. Excellent play. He's prone to turning left and right now, but he did that very well to get it onto his favourite side and put it over the bar. 122-215.
Yeah, 4 in it now. Great score by Joey Cullinan. Like, he's come up with big scores so far in this game for Oranmore. Maree got the goal in the first half, and that's another big one to put them 4 in front.
Certainly is. We have 7 minutes of normal time left. The second half is flown, which is always a great sign of a game. Tiernan Grealish, who's had a massive game for Oranmore Maree as well, drives the ball down to the other side of the field but couldn't keep it in the field of play despite the efforts there of Killian Costello to keep the ball alive. Is there a finish in Athenry is the question. Can Oranmore Maree seal the deal? 122, which is 25 points for Oranmore Maree. 215, which is 21 points for Athenry. Still alive, Niall.
Yeah, it's still all to play for here. You know, the next couple of minutes are crucial. We've been saying that for quite a while now, but there's 4 points between them. Athenry, you would think, need a couple of scores, you know.
Gus Lohan did well there to rob Joey McMahon, and Gus Lohan, what a score again from standing on the sideline. An outstanding score and an outstanding personal performance by this man. 15 points he's hit in the minor final as Athenry come at the other end. Onto there with Jack Griffin. Jack Griffin gets it inside, but intercepted again by Tiernan Grealish, who defensively has been as good as what's been on the field. Egan lets a long ball inside again, looking to break it into the path there of Joey Cullinan. Joey Cullinan, well defended though by Athenry, and comes out again to Shea Brady. Shea Brady's hand pass, it worked, came back to himself, would you believe, and then is taken by Senan MacDonald. Senan MacDonald goes across his half back line over to the midfielder, that's Donoghue, and Donoghue sends a long ball in field. Right now though, you feel that Athenry maybe need to push up front because the numbers are back there for Oranmore Maree. And Oranmore Maree are probably saying to themselves, Niall, if we can avoid a goal here with 5 minutes left in the county minor final, we could be on our way. 123-215.
Yeah, even at that last play, Sean, Athenry didn't have the numbers up there.
No.
Oranmore had 2 or 3 extra defenders for in their defence, and you know, Athenry needs scores. They probably just need to go get 6 forwards in there now and go for this game, because there's 5 points between them as Gus Lohan is on the ball again.
Oh, lovely swivel away from his man there. Gus Lohan coming in along the 20-metre line, and Gus Lohan puts it straight over the bar. 16 points now. He spun Joey McMahon, who I know missed a bit of time, I think, before the semi-final for Athenry, but 124 now to 215 is the scoreline. Puck out down on top of Keane Hannon, ball breaks and the tidying up is done by Oranmore Maree. Ruan gets the ball and the hand pass inside. They come back, trying to go down on it. There is Gavin Curran again. Players from both teams committing to the ruck. Ruan does awful well though to win the ball, tries to lay it back under pressure from Aidan McCarry, but Ruan goes again. A hand pass up in the air is won then by MacDonald for Athenry. He works the ball across the field, looking for pointers to try and get on the ball, but the man that does get on the ball is Sean Clear. He's got a point already since his introduction. Plays a lovely ball up into the space of Killian Costello. Killian Costello out ahead of his man there, that's Michael Barrett. He sells him the dummy. Killian Costello striking in towards the goal. The umpire looks, and the umpire, Shawnee Duggan, says it's gone to the wrong side of the post and wide. 124 to 215. Seamus Duggan, I should say. Yeah,
124 to 215. 27-21 is the score line. We have to get into the scoreboard on the screen is wrong, but I can tell you it's correct on our screen anyway. It's 124 to 215 in this game. So 6 points between them as that ball goes wide, but you know, a man of the match on is probably going to be Gus Lohan. Well, 16 points, 9 from play in this county final. He's been outstanding so far for Oranmore Maree.
I think we've had more difficult decisions to make. I would put it like that. 215, 124 as the line ball taken by Aidan McDonough goes across the 20-metre line. Might work out for Niall McCarthy for Athenry. Athenry need a big finish. Niall McCarthy over the shoulder has an effort in towards the goal. That's gone over the bar. Well taken score by Niall McCarthy. His 8th point of the contest. On another day, Niall, he'd be in contention. Yeah,
good score by Niall McCarthy, one that they need. You would feel they need a goal, Sean, at this stage, though. You know, there's 57 minutes on the clock, 27 points to 22. There's 5 between them. And Oranmore Maree, you know, they've won 2 out of the last 4 All-Ireland County Minor Finals. They're looking to win their 3rd. Athenry, the champions last year. Still not over, but you would feel Athenry need a major at this stage. They need a goal as Keane Hannon goes into the edge of the square.
Yeah, 124 to 216. So that's a 5-point lead, 3 minutes left in the contest. And the one thing is, Niall, right now, looking at the Athenry attack, there's only one Athenry forward inside the 20-metre line. There's only a second man inside the 45-metre line now. Interestingly, Shea Brady has been moved upfield as that long free in from Oranmore Maree. Cathal Mannion makes sure it goes to the wrong side of the post and wide, lets it, shepherds it out over the end line, wide ball. Shea Brady's gone to the attack for Athenry. That's the move, Niall.
Yeah, he's gone up to the Athenry attack, and they need something up there now, and they need goals, and they need them quick.
Anthony Poyner did well initially, but across comes Jamie Egan. He's half blocked up.
Jamie Egan in the midfield as well. He got 2 points in the first half, but like he's very good and very quick getting the ball into hand, and
very
be line ball toward Maree.
Yeah, more Maree man down, just getting some attention there. But they're in a nice place now, Niall. They're 28 minutes gone on the clock. They're leading by 5.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the additional time will be. You're looking at maybe 3 or 4 minutes, but there's an Oranmore Maree player down injured right out in front of us here. It's been, as I keep saying, it's been a very, very good final. Oranmore Maree just seem to have at the edge. They got 1-6 to 2 points in front early on in the game, and they've held a nice advantage throughout the game. Athenry got back to 2 points, but they were able to push it out again with points, particularly from Gus Lohan and Joey Cullinan. I think Sean got a vital point.
Yeah.
There was 3 points in it, to put them 4 up. I think was a big lead, and they got that through Joey Cullinan, who's got a goal and 2 points. But it's still ought to play for. It's still not over. If Athenry could get a goal, it'll be interesting to see how the game could finish.
Barry Keating is the man that's down. I think it could be cramp or whatever. Just interesting looking at the formation now of the Athenry attack. The 3.5 forward line, they still have only 1 inside. The placing of Shea Brady is going to be the interesting one, I think, because he's now kind of playing effectively at centre half forward. But they need to commit the numbers up there, don't they?
They do, yeah. And Oranmore Maree, they still have a player in defence. Athenry just need to put them up there now at this stage. They might concede at the other end, but they need goals at the other side of the field, and it's not going to happen at the moment, unless they get people in there. As Tiernan Grealish, what a second half he's had, Sean, as well. He's been superb.
Yeah, 29.5 minutes gone. There will be
3 minutes,
3 minutes, was it? I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite hear it. Gus Lohan is on the ball again. Gus Lohan from the wing forward position in towards the goal. There's nearly a new one off in the crowd because it's gone wide.
Yeah, 16 points he's got. He's been brilliant, in fairness to him.
Puck out down on the Athenry half forward line now. They need to win that ball, but back there tidying it up is Ryan Holland, and Ryan Holland, the captain of Oranmore Maree, gets it up the field, comes off Gus Lohan. That'll be a line ball for Athenry. We have played the 60 minutes, so we're now into the additional time. 2:16 for Athenry, 1:24 for Oranmore Maree. The clock is against them, but Athenry, can they come with a sensational late finish to bring this game to a storming finish, or can Oranmore Maree close out the deal and turn the tables on last year's result as the ball goes up to the Athenry half of the field, where Michael Barrett, tidy cornerback all day, clears the ball downfield, looks to get it upfield, whit'll break. Poyner tries to get a touch on it, does get it at the second attempt. Anthony Poyner is on the ball, needs support runners now going for him. Niall McCarthy is inside, gets the half pass inside to Niall McCarthy. Niall McCarthy has the ball, but again great scrambling defence by Oranmore Maree. McCarthy tries to play it across, might come to Shea Brady. Shea Brady does go well to get into his hand. Shea Brady has a shot in towards the goal, just goes narrowly wide. It was a great effort, in fairness, by Shea Brady, and just went across the goalkeeper and wide.
Yeah, great chance. Well, I won't say it was a great chance. It was a great effort by Shea Brady, it must be said. Just went to the wrong side of the post and wide. If that had gone in, you'd have 2 minutes to go to be squeaky bum time, as they'd say. There's 2 minutes to go here, but Oranmore Maree still hold the advantage, 5 points.
Absolutely. Their goalkeeper is Patrick McGrath. Pucks it out to the midfield sector. The ball breaks. Who's onto the break ball? It's won over there by Donoghue for Athenry. He turns, lets it inside. Won by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick for Athenry goes back with the pass then to Niall McCarthy. Niall McCarthy is on the ball, being forced out the field though, but Niall McCarthy tries to play a ball across the field, looking for Anthony Poyner. Does well to take it down with a sick ball knocked away from him. The good defensive play by Gavin Curran initially, and Oranmore Maree with the numbers back get the ball and clear it up the field. 1:24 for Oranmore Maree, 2:16 for Athenry. 31-39 on the clock, and away goes the speedster Sean Clear. Sean Clear bearing down on goal, coming into the corner forward position, goes across with the cross. Out comes Cathal Mannion, the goalkeeper for Athenry, did well to intercept the pass that was going across the square there, and out he comes out the field and drives a huge ball up the field, looking to get Shea Brady out of this. The ball breaks. Who's onto it? The numbers are going from both teams, and Aidan McDonough, the right man, is on it. Aidan McDonough tries to lay it up. He's got inside, goal, scoring chance, goal by Aidan McDonough. Magic with the wrists. He thought about laying the ball off as he was going inside to his left hand side, but instead gave the dummy, bounced it off the hurl. What a finish into the net. We might have a finish yet. 1-4 for Aidan McDonough.
What a goal by Aidan McDonough. In fairness to him, he's got a goal and 4 points. He took off, and he was as if he was going to play the ball inside. He didn't play it inside. He kept going himself. He looked across and they broke through, and he gets inside the Oranmore Maree defence and blasted past Patrick Burke. We have a minute to go here, Sean. There's only 2 points in it. 2
2 points. Would you believe it? 3-16 for Athenry, 1-24 for Maree. The ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field. There couldn't, could there?
Yeah, never know. Anything could happen to this. Shea Brady has gone to the edge of the square alongside Keane Hannon. They just need to get one ball down there and anything could happen. You know, it's the 2 point lead. They say it's the worst lead in sport, in Gaelic games anyway. And it's a line ball here to Athenry, and the 3 minutes are just about up. There it is.
There it is. It's all over. It's the victory goes to Oranmore Maree. 1 goal and 24 points for Oranmore Maree. 3 goals and 16 points for Athenry. And in the end, despite the best efforts of Athenry, the best team, you'd have to say, probably got over the line in this contest, Niall.
Yeah, Oranmore Maree led from the start, in fairness to them, and while Athenry came back with the goal at the end, Oranmore Maree deserving winners. They were very, very good all through. Gus Lohan had the game of his life out there. He got 16 points, including 9 from play. They'll be delighted. They have won back the county minor title. It's their 3rd in 5 years. They're the coming club in Galway. They're a growing club in Galway. They're on top in both football and hurling at underage level, and they cemented their place today with a great victory over an Athenry side who kept going and going and going, and Aidan McDonough had a fine performance for them.
Certainly did. We let you go down on a pitch level there. A fine victory in the end for the men of Oranmore Maree. It finishes Oranmore Maree 1 goal and 24 points, Athenry 3-16. Fantastic victory for Oranmore Maree. Great kudos to Athenry as well for a high quality minor A final. So in the end, the cup will go to Oranmore Maree. Final score 124 for Oranmore Maree. 3 goals and 16 points for Athenry. Come back to us for reaction after this. Inside into Ryan Holland is breaking in. He has a scoring chance for Oranmore Maree. Hits it off the right and puts it high and puts it over the bar. Minor, of course, comes across, gets a lovely crossing ball inside. A goal scoring chance straight away for Athenry. Inside, he has to. Oh, good play by the goalkeeper. It was Fionn Atkins that had the in there for Athenry, or for Oranmore Maree, is Jamie Egan. He's a man inside, but Jamie Egan shoots towards goal, and Jamie Egan puts it high, and Jamie Egan puts it. So 5.5 minutes into the contest, a chance for Athenry to get their first score of the county minor final, and it comes from.
But these two teams, they have known each other down through the years, and at this level they have been the top 2 clubs within the county for the past number of years. And
control there by Gus Lohan, looks up the field again, flicks it. Oh, lovely flick over the wing back. Darius in it. Lohan striking off the right.
There's a heater underneath us here. It hasn't been turned on as of yet, but we don't need it yet anyway. It could be warming up as the game goes on, as that one goes straight over the bar. Good score.
To Ryan Holland, who's got a point off then to Jamie Egan. Jamie Egan's second effort at the post, and Jamie Egan puts it high, puts it over the bar. He's there by the midfielder Owen Healy. Owen Healy gets the hand pass off then, and the flick inside, and the dummy is given by Ryan Holland. Good play by him. He's gone to the centre forward channel. He has a runner on the side. This is a goal scoring chance for Oranmore Maree. Finished to the back of the net by Joey Cullen. Yeah, there's a sharpness about them, isn't there? As Gavin Curran goes back to Gus Lohan. That's a super strike again from Gus Lohan on the 45-metre line.
Footballers and Galway minor hurlers as Niall McCarthy gets on the ball. Great ball
long
to Keane
ball.
Hannon.
Yeah, lovely ball into Keane Hannon. Keane Hannon getting on the ball in the right corner forward position. Wants to take on his man and does take him on. Keane Hannon coming in along the end line. Goes low with the shot. Oh, what a goal! Keane Hannon into that. Gus, Clare man from Capitagal. Played his hurling with Clare, and of course we all know where that thing. Keane Hannon, lovely pick by Keane Hannon. He'll be buoyed up by that great goal. Keane Hannon comes in, and Keane Hannon off the left hand side pops it over the bar. Lovely.
At this stage in the game, they'll be happy enough.
They needed it. Athenry, very, very strong team. Kind of set the standard of this group. They won Fela 2 years ago and won the 16s last year. But our lads played really, really well there today, and I'd say it was a great game to watch. You
got a great start, and Joey Cullen's goal gave you a platform to build on. You went 7 points up at that stage, and you were able to hold the lead from there on, even though Athenry did come strong.
Yeah, they did. I suppose we played nice hurling. There was a bit of a breeze there, even though it was a perfect day for hurling. Definitely playing into the town goal this side was probably a bit easier, But yeah, they just did really, really well. Played lovely hurling and got some great scores,
To win the title, obviously you were beaten in last year's final. It's been 5 finals in a row for Oranmore Maree. There's some massive things going on in the club, isn't there?
Yeah, look, a different group every year, different managers every year, and lovely bunch coming through this year. Look, this first time winning for this bunch, I think we got a shield last year, so we've been slowly improving. But it's great for the club. Look, it's great to be competitive. Look, we've won 1 or 2 now, or 3 maybe of the 5, and that's brilliant. But think that we're competitive. We're very happy with that.
Your own son, Gus, 16 points he scored today, 9 from play. He gave a phenomenal performance.
Yeah, he did well, so.
Must be, obviously you're thrilled with that, but there's other performances as well. There was a whole team performance, but I thought Tiernan Grealish in the second half had a phenomenal game. Joey Cullinan got a goal and 2 points as well. Jamie Egan in the middle of the field, he was superb. There was massive performances all over the field.
We've great lads improving all the time. They love their hurling. Look, all of them very good footballers as well. We've 10 out in the football final next week, so look, they're enjoying their sport, and that's a brilliant thing, So,
and of course, you won the under 20 title as well this year. You're on the under 16 final as well with a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Massive competitions to be in, and I suppose there was a lot of confidence garnered, I'm sure, from that under 20 win, and with the fact that these guys have been very successful, obviously, at Fela level down through the years as well.
Yeah, look, the 20s team is a lovely team, really good, and they set a standard there, and this bunch have been coming, like they've been just sticking at it, and that's been brilliant, So look, it's great. It's absolutely great. Athenry are a fine team. An awful lot of really good players. Lads play against them with the county and things like that. So they're very good, and to get the better of them. And look, the minor championship, an awful lot of very good teams.
We're just commenting there, like obviously the two semi-finals, Athenry won on penalties. You won by a point against Loughrea. Yeah. Top quality teams in Galway, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. And in all the group matches, we won a few of them by a point. And look, we were 9 points down against Loughrea and got over the line by a point. Loughrea is a serious team, and serious club. So the standard in Galway to me is very, very high. It is, So look, delighted for the lads. They put a lot into their hurling, and they're very ambitious for it, and delighted they got a result there today.
Well done, Frank. Enjoy the celebration. Yeah. I think the couple will be presented in a couple of minutes. Go and enjoy that. Well done.
Great. Thanks a million.
Thanks, Frank. There you have it. That's Frank Lohan, the manager of the Oranmore Maree minor team. They are the Galway County minor champions. They've won the title for the third time in 5 years. They were beaten in last year's final by Athenry. They have won this one by 2 points in the end. 1 goal and 24 points for Oranmore Maree. 3 goals and 16 points for Athenry. So that's it from Stream Sport from Galway Bay FM. And now we'll head straight for the presentation of the County Minor Hurling Championship Trophy.
It's great to see a local company doing so well on the national stage, so massive thank you to Seamus. As well as that, I'd like to thank our committee here in the Kenny Park, I should say, Maliki and Johnny and all the crew here, always in fantastic condition, always well turned out, and people always love to come here to play games, and that's for a reason, because they always have it in the best unique. Thank you to Paul Fahey and our team of officials today. Without them, we can't have a game. So massive thank you to Paul and all the umpires and linesmen who've officiated throughout the year. Without them, we can't have a game. So huge thank you to them. To Athenry lads, listen, hard luck. You've been amazing champions last year, and you showed a true championship form again today. Even when the game was going away from the last few minutes, got yourself the goal to give you a chance. And it showed real character. You're a fantastic team. You have been all year, and you will be again in the future. And no doubt many of you will be wearing a senior jersey for Athenry soon, and we hope you push on. So you should be proud of your performance today. To Oranmore Maree lads, a fantastic performance. Really got out of the blocks really quick. And kept that going throughout the entire game. I'm sure it's, makes up a little bit for you last year, but what a fantastic time to be involved in the Oranmore Maree Club. Under 20 champions, really good senior performance this year. Now the minor champions as well in top of it. And the development's going on in Renville as well. It's just a huge amount going on in the Oranmore Maree Club, both on and off the field. A fantastic example of a jewel club in Galway as well. So congratulations lads. I think you well deserved your victory today. And I'm sure, no doubt, you'll have a great time celebrating it. And with that, we'll start the presentations. First of all, I'm going to ask Seamus and Captain Group to present the Man of the Match award. Today's recipient, Gus Lohan. And with that, it gives me great pleasure to present the cup to the winning captain, Ryan Holland.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Castle Group for sponsoring the Minor A Hurling Championships, and to the Kenny Park Committee for having the pitch in great condition at this time of the year. Thanks to Paul Farry and his officials for refereeing the game. To Athenry, thanks to the class game of hurling as always, lads. You've dominated this age group since the start, which shows how good of a team you are and the coaches keep over you. And I'm sure we'll meet you again next year and to follow. 3 cheers for Athenry. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! To our coaches down there, Frank Lowen, Martin Egan, Gary Tanafi, Pat Malone, Sean McDonough, Cora Connerhan, Colin Casey, Anthony Keady, Jack Grealish and Aidan Carney. Thanks for all the years of coaching, hard work and dedication put into our team and making us better on and off the pitch. We made you wait too long to celebrate something, so this one is for you! I'd like to thank the following people. Thanks to Ronan Heffernan and Neil Moynihan for their S&C programs. Thanks to Port Keating and Audie Galway for sponsoring our team over the years. And thanks to all the parents for the sports and lifts since we started hurling. Lastly, to this group of lads. We haven't won anything together, lost the final here last year, lost Bela, so I think this win was due. We've shown great commitment and hard work throughout the year, so it's safe to say we can enjoy this one. I just wanted to mention Noah Carroll and Jack Ackman, who had season-ending injuries during the campaign, especially to Noah. He got injured, he tore his ACL in the group stage game versus Sarsfield, but he's been at every single training since then, which shows his leadership. So a round of applause to Noah and Jack. I'd like to wish the footballers good luck next week.
He had 12 points in the semi-final win. He's now got his 3rd point in the county final. Trick comes back to Gus Lohan again. Gus Lohan getting away from the efforts of trying to mark him by Darius in it, and Gus Lohan is giving a display here. Good block by the Athenry defender. Oranmore keep working though. Get the ball back to their wing forward, who swivels nicely and is put over the... It's moved long down the field by Cullinan. In this instance, he's going for a score. That's a massive effort, and that's a super score. In the semi-finals, Aidan McDonough catches a great puck out and drives it high over the side. Good play again. Oranmore Maree bearing down a goal. A shot, great save by Mannion. The 65 that ensues from Cathal Mannion's save does have the distance, does have the accuracy, and puts it straight over the bar. Gus Lohan, his 6th ball inside. It's now off to the wing back, Senna McDonald, and Senna McDonald puts it high, and Senna McDonald puts it over the bar. Good score by Senna. Becoming more of a factor as the game goes on. Athenry playing into it in the opening half as McCarthy strikes it high, and McCarthy, as Niall said, puts it over. Get the numbers around it. Again, players go down. Lohan does awful well again to go down and win the ball. Lohan turning onto his right hand side, and Lohan puts it over the bar. 1-8. Meanwhile, another man that's coming into the game is Aidan McDonough. Aidan McDonough from the middle of the field, striking high and putting it over the bar. As outs have been returned with interest by Oranmore Maree, who come up the field. The cornerback is on it. That's Stephen Ruan, and Stephen Ruan puts it over the bar. Good score by Steve. Instead, Gus Lohan from his own 65-metre line. He struck it well, he struck it high, and he's put it straight over the bar. We'll follow this one as Gus Lohan gets onto the ball at the start of the second half. Gus Lohan striking, and Gus Lohan starts where he ended in the opening half.
We're in 22, Sean.
Yeah. As Gus Lohan strikes the 65, and straight over the bar it goes. Point number 10
He's lining out for Oranmore Maree anyway. You know, they're 7 points up now. Like, they've got the last 4 points of the game. It was 112 to 19. All of a sudden now it's 116 to 19. Athenry need a response now.
And the ball breaks into the welcoming hand of Keane. Oranmore Maree trying to work the ball in. It's come back fortuitously into the path. It goes low and puts it high, puts it over the bar. To take the free is Niall McCarthy, the captain of the team, and Niall McCarthy puts it high, and Niall McCarthy right. Senna MacDonald steps inside the would-be challenge, has a strike at goal. He struck that very well. That's a super score by Senna MacDonald.
Slohan gets ready to take the free. This will be a great response to Niall McCarthy.
It's on the halfway line. Super strike. Oh, what a strike. Straight over the time. As we said, he got 12 points in the semi-final. Strikes it on its way, and the umpires like it because it's gone straight between the posts. Another man who's had a good game, that's McDonagh, to another man who's had a good game, that's Aidan McDonagh. Aidan McDonagh, that's a super score from the 65
point of the day, but in fairness, it was brilliantly taken out of the air as Gus Slohan takes the free and puts it straight between the posts.
Good score. His 13th goal, gets the pass inside, then opens a little pocket of space for Gus Slohan. Gus Slohan off the right, striking in towards the goal. That's a super score. To take on the shot here comes from Sean Clear, and Sean Clear takes the shot, and Sean Clear has put it over the bar. Lovely score. Ian McDonald, Cullinan has the ball. It's a scoring chance for Joey Cullinan, striking it high and putting it over the bar. Lovely score by Joey. Away from his man there, Gus Slohan coming in along the 20-metre line, and Gus Slohan puts it straight over the bar. 20-metre line might work out for Niall McCarthy for Athenry. Athenry need a big finish. Niall McCarthy over the shoulder, has an effort in towards the goal. That's gone over the corner forward position, goes across with the cross. Out comes Cathal Mannion, the goalkeeper for Athenry, did well to intercept the pass that was going across the square there, and out he comes out the field and drives a huge ball up the field. Looking to get Shea Brady onto this. The ball breaks. Who's onto it? The numbers are going from both teams, and Aidan McDonagh, the right man, is on it. Aidan McDonagh tries to lay it up. He's got inside goal, scoring chance, goal by Aidan McDonagh. Magic with the over. It's the victory goes to Oranmore Maree. 1 goal and 24 points for Oranmore Maree. 3 goals and 16 points for Athenry. And in the end, despite the best efforts of Athenry, the best team.